Today's gospel reading comes from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 13, verses 32 through 37. The disciples are told that they are to be on the watch, for they do not know when the sovereign will come. But of that day or that hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor God's child, but only God. Take heed, watch, for you do not know when the time will come. It is like someone going on a journey, who upon leaving home puts the servants in charge, each with a particular task, and commands the doorkeeper to be on the watch. So watch therefore, for you do not know when the sovereign will come, in the evening or at midnight, or at cockcrow, or in the morning, lest the sovereign come suddenly and find you asleep. And what will he say? What I say to you, I say to all. Watch. May God add understanding to this reading of the gospel. Would you join me in singing the Gloria? Glory to the Maker, and to the Christ, and to the Holy Ghost, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. Amen. You may be seated.
Feels kind of like a vacation day for me. I didn't have to do all the readings, and appreciate the help this morning. Today is the first day of Advent. We're focusing our attention on watch and wait. I think many of us can remember back to our childhood when we would wake up early on Christmas morning because we were tired of waiting for Santa Claus to have come. We wanted to know early, most of the time before anybody else would know in the house. I think back to my own childhood. We always went to midnight mass at our Catholic church. It took me years to realize that perhaps this was just a gimmick, a trick to try to get the kids to sleep in just a little bit longer on Christmas morning. We as young adults grew irritable at the thought of waiting. Going to an amusement park, seeing the timer on the wall that said so many minutes to get on the ride. Instead of minutes, we could only wait in increments of seconds before we would continue to ask, how much longer do we wait? As we continue to get older, we learn to drive a car. We would sit at traffic signals and tap our fingers and constantly say, what is wrong with this light? We could not, and let me add, some still do not understand that there is nothing wrong with the light. We are simply asked to wait and to watch for what is to come. Let us look at the important things in life. The church at Corinth was so impatient, waiting for the second coming of Jesus, that they grew very, very impatient. They had to be reminded by Paul of the Spirit of grace, the gift that was given to them. We still to this day have that same gift of grace given to us, if we will stop our important, impatient waiting and watch for the final results. In the Gospel of Mark this morning, we are told that we are to be open. We are to be on the watch, for we will know the sovereign will come. We do not know the time when this will happen, but we have hope and faith that this will happen. Are you willing this day to accept the commands of the doorkeeper, to be on watch? Or are we going to be too anxious, counting minutes and seconds for this to happen? Are you worried about what is going wrong? What is going to happen at the very next moment we wish? Ask yourself this day, what are you doing to watch and wait? I think that our watching and waiting is not just a time of sitting around and wondering. It is a time that we are preparing ourselves through prayer and action. It is taking care of the people that God has put in our lives. It is not ours to question what is in this for me. We know what's in it for us, for we have faith what the end result in all of this, watching and waiting, will be. We need not worry ourselves with what is going wrong in the world or what is happening in our lives. We need to be focused on the coming of the Christ child. We need to hold every person tenderly and gently in the palm of our hands, just as we need the same from our God. You never know, as you continue to watch and to wait, is that next child or person you meet going to be the next Christ child in your lives? This Advent season, watch and wait, for there are great things that are about to happen. We all need to be here to share this celebration together. One of my favorite scriptures, when you wait for the Lord, you shall mount up with wings as eagles. During a personal conflict, personal trial in my life, I learned that waiting for God meant taking action. It meant having hope. It meant looking for peace. It meant building a foundation for yourself so that you can move forward. If you want something great to happen this Advent season, let us not simply accept the natural, the normal. Let us proclaim this day and every day of our lives that the greatest Christ child is yet to be born. And that is the Christ child that will be awakened in our spirits as we wait and we watch and we proclaim in hope. God, we ask that we watch and wait this year above all others. There is so much to be concerned with, yet none of those concerns will be worth the joys we find and share when we have accepted your gift of grace. Amen.